I cannot wait one more day to make this video. So I'm gonna be multitasking. My best friend is about to have a baby soon, and I'm just meal prepping some things for her, so sorry that's gonna be loud. Also, I'm a little bit behind on my reading goals right now. Not necessarily that I have to be meeting goals, just that I'm usually reading more. There we go, oven's ready. I just have had not very much time these last few weeks because I'm a doula, so I've been working on some of that doula stuff, and then I'm also I nanny during the day, and then I've just been filling my time with so much stuff. I love throwing parties. It's like the most interesting thing you're gonna hear about me. I'm an introvert, but I love throwing parties. It's just so much fun. It was something I couldn't wait for being an adult, so here I am. I love throwing parties. I've been doing it way too much these last few weeks, and I'm kind of exhausted. And then here I am. I just saw Avatar: The Last Airbender is going to be on Netflix at the end of February, and I texted my friend, and I was like, yeah, we're throwing a party for this, and we're going to get together and binge it, because it's going to be so flippin' good. So comment if you're an Avatar: The Last Airbender fan, because we need to exchange words. Also, I was a little disappointed when oh, just dropped one. It's okay, I saved it. I was a little disappointed when I saw the casting for Zuko, because he was absolutely my childhood crush in cartoon form. Like, Zuko is like Rhysand for me. Very similar vibes. Maybe more like Lorcan. So I can almost guarantee that if you liked Avatar: The Last Airbender growing up, that you're obsessed with ACOTAR now. ACOTAR and Throne of Glass, Crescent City. So you are on the right video. Okay, let's get into some thoughts. It was so hard for me to get into this book because of, well, I'm sure everyone kind of feels the same way about this, is what I've heard. There is just an info dump galore at the beginning of the book, and I'm pretty familiar with SJM and how she writes, like her writing style, how she builds worlds, and this one kind of came out of left field for me because it's so unlike any of her other worlds, because it has the modern twist, you know, guns, cars. It's like as if, you know, if magic existed on Earth, which it is called Midgard, and that is Earth in the Norse, what is it, Norse mythology, which I only know that because I'm literally obsessed with Thor, aka my dog's name. It's called Midgard, and then also Hell with one L, so there's some similarities to that. And getting into it, wow. I just already was like, okay, we have all these different species, and then I'm hearing something about a rift. There's a northern rift, but that also makes sense because of everything that I read in Throne of Glass. And then there's that scene. I don't want to do spoilers just yet. I'll tell you when there's going to be spoilers. So I can see how some of these things are going to be connecting. But I was very confused whenever the word, oh Lord, what was it? I'm blanking. I think what I'm gathering is it was a name to like categorize those who had magic. And there were some species that were, it was a class system, that were better than others. And the ones who were not as good as them were the lowers. And the tippity top of the food chain would have been Asteri, and those are ones who own a star, are a star, star eater. You see where I cannot even explain this to you right now. There were so many things introduced, so many people, and so it took me a long time to like really get some momentum in reading it. But I need to tell you, my biggest shock was that I did not read the description for the book. I mean, I would follow SJM to the end of the earth. Anything she writes, I'm gonna read it. I literally don't care what it is. And so I had no idea what this book was about. And I steered clear of spoilers on Instagram, so I had no idea. And right from the get-go, fell in love with Danica. I love a best friend. So this is not a spoiler because I now know in the description. Tell me why I screamed when they were all murdered and I cried. Like, within the first few chapters that happens, Sarah J. Maas did the unthinkable and made me fall in love with a character, multiple characters, at the very beginning, and then killed them off. Unhinged, that woman. But also, I did not know that was gonna be a thing. I really was like so excited for this friendship that was gonna happen between Bryce and Danica, and they were so cute. I just love it. I literally cannot explain it. Can't explain it. I think it was like a little bit deeper into the investigation that I finally started catching speed and being like, okay, wait, this is good. When I think, you know, I loved the banter between Hunt and Bryce, and I think that's when I started getting more into it, because I really wanted her to heal, because, like, I mean, my heart was ripped out from barely knowing Danica, so I cannot imagine what Bryce was going through. I'm so proud of this. Look at all these cookies. It's gonna be cookies galore. Okay, I'm in my cozy nook. Cookies are in the oven. Okay. I have to say, I'm going to start the second book tonight, but already Bryce Quinlan is at risk of stealing my heart. I'm going to try to do my best and multitask today, because I just finished last night, in the wee hours of the night, Crescent City, first book. And I also have so many chores to do, so I'm gonna try to multitask and do them both at once, because I have so much to say. And it honestly just is kind of destroying me, because I'm a big Aelin Galathinius girl. So this is book 1. And we have several books to go. She's so witty. She's so competent. She's so funny. I just love how she interacts with other people. And even though people treat her like she's below them and that she has, well, she basically is like a lower, because she's half human, she is so confident in who she is. And I just love her. I love her. Main man, Hunt. There is something about a man who does not open up but for that one special girl. Has me in a chokehold. Has this whole book universe in a chokehold, which is why we love men with shadow powers. Rune. He might be coming for my heart later. Xaden Ryerson, Lorcan, Rowan Whitehorn. Many more with just shadowy personalities, gifts, abilities. Hunt. It just reminds me so much of my husband. He's so much like that, where he's very standoffish to other people, but I get the real him. That's just like so fun and funny and relaxed and just hilarious. And so I just kind of relate to that. And so it kind of just blows my mind. I love him so much because of that, and the relationship, just seeing him, how he progresses in his relationships, and because of Bryce, really starts to heal, find joy, like, oh. Okay, I didn't say it before, but I'm gonna say it now because I really want to get into this. Spoilers are gonna start right here, so if you're not into that, just go ahead and get out of here. I'll miss you. The way they keep putting pictures on his phone because he didn't have any except for some dismembered bodies. I love a cute, like, shtick, I guess. I don't know, like, what that is, but it's just, like, a cute thing. It's just, like, a cute thing that they have. Oh, I love it. Kicking my feet. Okay, moving on. I won't analyze every single character, but I do have to say there were so many elements to this book that I knew every time it was introduced that it was going to mean something, which I think is just so SJM. She's the long game girl. And so automatically, whenever they were mentioning, like, she would mention the God Slayer rifle. That was like in the first chapter, I'm pretty sure. Danica's sword. Oh, so many things were mentioned. The rift, the rebellion. There's so much to this. And so it's so hard because I could not explain this book to you if I tried. There's rebellion, there's war, there's class systems. And I really thought, because of all those details, that we were for sure not going to get certain answers by the end, because it kind of seemed like it was going to be for later. And it is, but I was so surprised at the end that we found the horn, opened a portal, and Bryce did the drop. Those were 3 things that I was like, okay, no way we get all 3. We did. And they were crazy. I could totally see, I thought for sure that Bryce would make the drop. In no way did I think that we were going to see a portal opened. Or Micah killed. So many gasp moments, literally dying to start the next book right now. And so that's why I'm like, I need to get through this so that I can go and do that and also clean up my stuff. Hi, buddy. Just being a good boy over there. The whole idea of the magic, and it's so interesting what SJM did with this world being a modern world with modern technology, especially because of the idea of the synth coming up, that they were creating synthetic magic that humans can use to level the playing field is amazing. And I think about, I know there's going to be more worlds crossing and everything like that, but like what that would mean to the humans of, I don't even know the world that ACOTAR takes place in. What is the world called? I don't know. It would mean so much to them to level that playing field, but also knowing that it is addictive, and there's so much to that. I'm dying to know what's going to happen when the worlds cross. Like, I really want to see Bryce meet Aelin Galathenius, and I don't know if timelines even match at all or what, but I would love to see Bryce and Aelin meet, because immediately getting to know Bryce, I was like, they would be best friends for sure. It would be unmatched. I also want to say, in regards to her friends, Bryce's friends, Fury and Juniper, I felt sus about Juniper the whole time. Also Fury a little bit, because she was avoiding her and she's an assassin. There's already secrets. Her hair is full of secrets. But Juniper, in the way that she was acting, I thought for sure she was going to be double agent, doing some nasty stuff. Like, I thought maybe Juniper was the one who, I don't know, murdered Danica and the pack. I'm still feeling a type of way about Juniper, and I don't know why. No, actually, I do know why. It's because she got mad at Bryce for not going to the dance lesson that Bryce told her she didn't want to go to. There's nothing I hate more than people pushing boundaries, even if it's for good. Like, stay in your lane, Juniper. She's rarely ever around to speak into Bryce's life, and then gets mad at her for this. It made me so mad. So, bombshell at the end, I have to go over this. That Danica basically was injected with the synth and killed the whole pack herself, and then killed herself. It's been a long time since I've cried so much in a book, so this one really did take a lot out of me emotionally. So I'm really hoping, I don't mind crying, but I'm hoping that the next one has me a little bit more emotionally sane after I finish it, but I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen. No. Also, Syrinx. I don't know if that's how you say his name. I love an animal sidekick. I love him. Lehaba. Also don't know if I'm saying that right. I could not picture her until the last half of the book. And the whole first part of the book, I pictured her as a full-sized human just burning. And the vibe that I got from her in the first part of the book, where like Danica is coming in and all that, is not the same vibe that I got in the later half. Like the first half, I was like, don't like her. Second half, loved her. And then we get the iconic line, "My friends are behind me. I'll not be afraid." She was so cute, so sweet, and I could not believe it. I literally have chills that Bryce paid off her debt so that she could be free. It's such a Dobby moment. Such a Dobby's finally free, and then he risks his life for Harry and he dies. I cannot. I'm still processing. Icon moment after Bryce kills Micah and then burns him and then vacuums up his ashes and then throws him in the dumpster. I need a vacuum sticker now. I need a vacuum sticker. I know this doesn't even graze the surface of everything that happens in Crescent City. I have only one live reaction I'll link in here of going through reading. But I think the rest of this video, I think we should just do, what am I looking forward to in the next few books? What do I want to see more? One of the main things that I'm really excited to see is who is going to be a good pair for Rune. I want to see who is his relationship match. I want to know more about Queen Hypaxia. She's an icon. I'm like, see, all these friendships are just, I was born in a different world at a different time, but if they had been born in the same world, her and Manon. Also, I've seen some, sorry, it's like, just like focus. Okay, we got it. I've seen some theories about the three-faced goddess, which is who the witches in the Throne of Glass, who they worship. That the three-faced goddess could be the Archeron sisters. But then that would have to mean that they existed in a different time period. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Other things I want to see, obviously, Hunt and Bryce, just more. I just need more of them doing random things. I want to see Bryce dancing again. I want to see them like dancing around the living room together and just being so cute. I want to see them go do karaoke. Sorry, I'm back. My phone just died, so I took a cookie break. What do you think their go-to karaoke song would be? Drop it in the comments. The other thing I'm looking forward to in the next book, this is probably the last one, really the big one, is I want to see Bryce. I'm having all sorts of technical issues tonight, so bear with me. The last thing that I am really looking forward to is seeing Bryce learn her powers, and I just want to see what she can do. What is gonna happen since she has all of this power running through her? Is she gonna be able to do like a ton of different things, or I don't know. I also want to see more of like, what does this starlight power mean? Also, every time I see starlight, I'm thinking of the starlight pool at the spring court. Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? They've been swimming in starlight. What does that mean? Okay, you guys tell me, did you like Crescent City? Are you reading it now? Have you finished it? Our next book coming out literally in a matter of days, and I'm so excited. So let me know if you're reading the series, and thank you so much just for stopping by. It happened again.